Hello Magda, thank you for joining us again. The first interview that we did went so well that I thought we'd do another one, and I wondered if you could tell us some of the stories behind your pictures.
There are many people who are, well, mostly people are very interested in the background, and I know that there is a lot of photographers who think that an image should speak for itself and wouldn't need any words. However, in my experience, when there is an exhibition or people come to view your images, usually they are very interested in the background, in your background, in the background of the photograph. So I'm going to tell you the story or the anecdote of one of my photos, the most unexpected. We were on holiday in France, and it was in Normandy. We went to Honfleur. Honfleur is very old, very beautiful, not very big, but there were always plenty of artists who went there for the light. So in Honfleur, in the center, you have the old harbor. And it's beautiful to wander around there. So we've been photographing all the time. We'd had a meal, we'd wandered some more, and it was getting dark, and had that light that we like so much. The sun going down and the lights coming on. So mixed light, and that is something that we like very much. Then we passed the old harbor and moved on past the church Sainte Catherine and came onto a small square. And by then it was fairly dark. Now I like to travel light, and when I'm on a mission like that, it was a holiday, no flash, because I don't like it very much, and in that kind of circumstances it's useless anyway. You often see people, taking night photography, and they will use those tiny flashes, and it doesn't do much for a photograph, but anyway. And also I didn't have a tripod with me. Not good if you suddenly see the image that I saw. So on the square I suddenly looked to the right, and what did I see? There was a milliner. So in French it is called une chapellerie. You can hear the word chapeau in it. So a hat maker. And you could clearly see it was two windows and a door in the middle. The one window was for ladies' hats, the other window was for hats for gentlemen. And the lights were on, it obviously absolutely closed. I took my camera and I looked through the lens, and Paul next to me said, "It'll never work." Now that's enough. When you say that to me, I'm more determined than ever to make it work. It was hit and miss. You either go for it and you stand a chance of getting the image, or you just don't do it and then nothing happens. But anyway, so I could see that it was a very slow shutter speed and that I would have to keep very still. What did I do? I looked for a wall to lean against, and then I took the camera, made the composition, and when I had that and everything was right and I was ready, I was a human tripod by now. And you take a deep breath, you hold it, you take the photograph, you hold your camera still, and you let go. And of course when we came home I was extremely extremely curious for that photograph to see what had it worked, and I was happy with it. Okay, it needed a few tweaks, but not a lot. And I uploaded it because it worked in the story of our holiday in Honfleur, and I uploaded the shot. And again, proof, whenever you take a photograph, you never know what is going to happen with it. I had never expected anybody to contact me to buy that photograph, and they did. I got an email from Italy, a printer, and they were printing the book by Kirsten Hawkins, Donna Nicorina and her hat shop. So this is the book, and I think they did a brilliant job with it. On the one hand, on the one side, you see the ladies, the gentlemen, and in the middle was the door, and they couldn't do anything with that. So I really think they did a great job with that photograph. But that was one of the last images that I ever thought would sell. But it did.
Thank you, Magda. Great story. So who knows when a publisher contacts you what's going to happen?
You never know. You just never know.
Thanks, Magda.
You're welcome.